All right, let's dive in. Today we're heading down to Conyers, Georgia to check out Shapiro's Pizzeria.
Pizza.
Yeah. Now, I know you're thinking, another pizza place. But this one, it's got a story that goes way beyond just a slice.
Oh, you've got my attention. What makes Shapiro so special?
Well, from what I've gathered, we're talking oxtail pizza, a water filtration system that probably costs more than my car, and a 6-year-old who's basically a pizza prodigy. Haha.
Wow. Okay, you're really setting the bar high here. Oxtail pizza in Georgia. I'm intrigued.
Right. So to kick things off, it seems like the heart and soul of this place is the owner and his partners. They're a husband and wife team who really took a leap of faith with this whole pizzeria dream.
Oh, I love those stories, where people come together and build something from scratch.
Exactly. And apparently their bond is so strong now they consider themselves family. They even say that Shapiro's wouldn't be Shapiro's without them.
It's amazing how shared passions can create those kinds of connections.
And speaking of passion, there's the owner's 6-year-old son. This kid apparently refuses to eat any pizza that isn't from Shapiro's.
Uh-huh. A true pizza connoisseur in the making.
Seriously. He's tried pizza from all sorts of places, even those fancy conveyor belt ovens, but nothing compares to Dad's pizza.
That's got to make a chef proud. That kind of dedication to quality, it really resonates with people.
For sure. And from what I've seen, quality seems to be at the core of everything Shapiro's does.
I'm noticing a theme here. It's not just about the food, is it? It's about the people and the passion behind it all.
It seems that way. It's like they're inviting everyone into their extended family with every slice.
That sense of community, that feeling of belonging,
Oh,
it's powerful.
absolutely. And speaking of community, from what I've read, the Shapiro's experience goes way beyond just ordering a pizza.
Oh, tell me more. I'm picturing checkered tablecloths and friendly faces.
Maybe. But seriously, their staff is known for being super welcoming. They greet customers, bring food to the tables. It's like that old school hospitality you just don't see that often anymore.
It's those little touches, that genuine warmth, that really makes a difference.
And you know what they say, happy customers tell their friends? Word of mouth is everything these days.
Especially in the age of social media, one great review can spread like wildfire.
And speaking of spreading, their opening day was apparently insane.
Oh, I bet. A new pizza place opening, everyone's got to try it.
It was more than that. The parking lot was completely full. People were waiting for over 2 hours just to get a taste.
Wow, 2 hours. They must be doing something right.
And from the reviews, it seems like nobody regretted that. Wait, people were raving about the food, the service, the whole experience.
So we've got family, passion, quality, and now serious customer dedication. What is it about this pizza?
Right. Well, we've got to talk about the menu. They've got some seriously unique offerings alongside the classics.
Okay, lay it on me. I'm ready for the pizza lowdown.
All right, first up, they make their dough fresh every single day.
Now that's commitment. None of that frozen stuff here.
And they cook it all in stone ovens.
Ah, stone ovens. They give the crust that perfect char and crispiness.
Exactly. Then there's the cheese.
Oh, the cheese. Don't tell me they're using that pre-shredded stuff.
Nope. They use this top-of-the-line mozzarella called Gabbani.
Gabbani. I'm not familiar with that one.
Me neither. But apparently it gives the pizza this incredibly velvety texture and an amazing cheese pull. And then, for the final touch,
I'm on the edge of my seat.
they brush the crust with garlic butter.
Oh, my goodness. Garlic butter crust. That's genius.
Right. But that's not even the wildest part. Remember I mentioned oxtail pizza?
Oh, yeah, the oxtail pizza. Okay, I gotta know. How do they even...
The owner grills and marinates the oxtail until it's falling off the bone tender. Then it goes on to their signature crust with all the fixings.
That's some unexpectedly gourmet for a pizzeria, wouldn't you say?
Totally. But it seems like they're all about pushing boundaries and offering something unique.
I'm starting to see why people are lining up for hours. This is more than just pizza, it's an experience.
Exactly. And it's not just oxtail. They have other specialty pizzas too, like the Michelangelo Supreme, the Marco, and the Polly.
Okay, those names are definitely grabbing my attention. What are we talking about here?
Well, the Michelangelo Supreme is your classic combo. Pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, peppers, olives, and Parmesan cheese.
A tried and true classic. You can't go wrong with that.
Then there's a Marco. It's a bit more adventurous with grilled chicken, bacon, onions, and a creamy Alfredo sauce.
Okay, now we're talking. Alfredo sauce on a pizza, that's a game changer.
Right. And the Polly is shrouded in mystery. It's listed as a Shapiro's original, so I guess we'll have to wait and see what surprises that one holds.
Ooh, A mystery pizza. I love it. But what if I'm not feeling pizza that day? Any other options?
Oh, they've got a whole range of stuff. Wings, chicken fingers, salads, subs, even Italian fried rice.
Wow, Italian fried rice. Now that's fusion I wasn't expecting.
Right. But there's one more detail that really blew my mind. Remember that water filtration system I mentioned?
Uh-huh. The one that probably costs as much as a house.
Pretty much. So, apparently the water quality in Georgia isn't great for cooking.
Really? I never would have thought about that.
Me neither. But they take it seriously. They invested somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000 in a state-of-the-art filtration system just to make sure their dough and everything else is made with the best possible water.
Talk about dedication. I mean, most people wouldn't even think about that, let alone invest that kind of money in it.
It just shows how committed they are to every single detail, even the ones most people would never even know about.
They're not cutting corners anywhere. That's impressive. So where do we go from here? We've got quality ingredients, a unique menu, a heartwarming story. What else is there to uncover about Shapiro's?
Well, let's take a closer look at some of those specialty pizzas and see what makes them so special. And maybe, just maybe, we can unravel the mystery of the Pauly.
You know, before we get too deep into those specialty pizzas, we should probably talk about what makes buffalo-style pizza, well, buffalo style.
Yeah, good point.
Mm.
I'm picturing lots of cheese and maybe some hot sauce.
Close. It originated in Buffalo, New York, and it's known for a crispy crust, tons of toppings, and keeping things pretty simple. Shapiro's is bringing that same vibe to Georgia.
So for those of us who haven't made the pilgrimage to Buffalo, what are the key things that set it apart from, say, a New York slice or a Chicago deep dish?
Okay, so picture this. A medium thick crust, super crispy and airy, usually rectangular, cut into squares.
Squares. Okay, that's different.
Right, and the sauce is a bit sweeter and tannier than your average pizza sauce.
Interesting. Tangy pizza sauce, I can get behind that.
They usually use a blend of mozzarella and cheddar for the cheese.
Oh, cheddar. Okay, now we're talking.
And they do not hold back on the toppings.
Okay, so it's like a party on a knuckle crust. I'm starting to see why people are willing to wait 2 hours for this.
It's definitely got that craveable quality. But let's get back to those specialty pizzas you mentioned. What about this Michelangelo Supreme? What makes it so supreme?
Well, it's got all the classic pizza toppings.
Right.
Pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, peppers, olives, and Parmesan cheese.
Sounds like a solid all-arounder. Perfect for pleasing a crowd.
Exactly. Now, the Marco, that's where things get a little more interesting. It's got grilled chicken, bacon, onions, and a creamy Alfredo sauce.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Alfredo sauce on a pizza.
That's what I said.
Okay, Shapiro's, you've officially got my attention.
Right. And then there's the Pauly. It's described as a Shapiro's original on the menu, but no other details.
Oh, a mystery pizza. That's a bold move.
They like to keep us guessing. But okay, let's say I'm not in the mood for pizza. What else is going on in this magical land of Shapiro's?
They've got you covered. They have a whole section of wings, both bone-in and boneless.
Classic Buffalo style, I assume.
Of course. But they also have other flavors like honey mustard and barbecue. Plus, there are chicken fingers, salads, subs.
Okay, so pretty much all the usual suspects for a pizzeria.
Yeah.
But wait, didn't you say something about Italian fried rice earlier?
I did. It's a bit of a curveball, right? But hey, they're not afraid to mix things up.
And they even have a salmon dish. Seared grilled salmon with Italian fried rice.
Wow, salmon and fried rice. They're really branching out here.
I told you, they've got something for everyone. But okay, let's get back to those pizza deals. What kind of specials are we talking about?
They've got some great deals for feeding a group or just satisfying a serious pizza craving, like a half pizza and 10 wings for under $30.
That's a pretty good deal, especially considering the quality we've been talking about.
And if you're feeling extra hungry, they have a whole pizza, one topping, and 50 wings for under $80.
50 wings. That's a whole lot of wings.
It's a feast. But, you know, it's not just about the deals. It's about the whole experience of sharing good food with good people. And that seems to be a big part of what Shapiro's is all about.
Right. It's that sense of community we were talking about earlier. And it's clearly resonating with people.
All those rave reviews, those 2-hour wait times, people are clearly feeling the love at Shapiro's.
And it goes beyond just the food. Remember all those comments about the friendly staff and the welcoming atmosphere?
It's like they've created a little haven of happiness in Conyers, Georgia.
And it all circles back to that family feeling, that sense of belonging that's so hard to find these days.
In a world that can feel increasingly isolating, Shapiro's is offering something truly special. A reminder that human connection and good food can make all the difference.
You know, I'm starting to think that Shapiro's is more than just a pizzeria. It's a destination. a place where people go to connect, to relax, and to experience something truly authentic.
I think you're right. It's a reminder that sometimes the best things in life are found in the most unexpected places. And in this case, it happens to be a pizza joint in Conyers, Georgia.
Okay, I'm sold. We've got to try this place.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I have one burning question.
All right, hit me with it.
We've talked about the owner, his partners, the amazing food, the incredible atmosphere. But what about the 6-year-old pizza prodigy? What's his go-to order?
I don't think our sources revealed his absolute favorite.
That's a shame. Maybe it's a secret menu item that only Dad knows how to make.
Now, that would be something special.
All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today, from oxtail pizza and water filtration systems to community vibes and a 6-year-old with impeccable taste. But before we head into the final part of our deep dive, let's take a moment to appreciate the passion and dedication that goes into creating a place like Shapiro's. It's a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary experiences can be found in the most ordinary places. Stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive, where we'll wrap up our exploration of Shapiro's Pizzeria and uncover what makes them truly special. Okay, we're back for the final part of our Shapiro's deep dive. We've talked about the amazing food, the family atmosphere, their dedication to quality. I mean, they even have a crazy extensive water filtration system just for the pizza dough.
It's really impressive.
It is. They've clearly figured out the recipe for success, not just for amazing pizza, but for creating a business that people genuinely connect with.
It's like they've created a whole experience, not just a place to grab a bite.
Exactly. And in a world full of big chains, it's so inspiring to see a small business like this thriving.
It shows you what's possible when you have a real passion for what you do. I mean, think about it. The owner could have just opened a regular pizza place, stuck with the classics, called it a day, but he didn't.
Right. He went all in. Oxtail pizza, top-notch ingredients, creating that family vibe. It's like he's saying, this is what I believe in, and I'm going to do it my way.
And people are responding to that authenticity. They can feel the passion in every slice.
It's like that water filtration system we talked about.
Yeah.
Most customers would never even know about it, but it shows how much they care about every detail, even behind the scenes.
It's that attention to detail that sets them apart, It's like they're saying, we respect you enough to give you the best, even if you don't see it.
And that translates into loyalty. People are willing to wait in line for hours, drive miles out of their way, because they know they're getting something special at Shapiro's.
It's the power of word of mouth. Happy customers become walking advertisements. And with social media these days, that word spreads fast.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Shapiro's, what's the big takeaway here? What can we learn from their success?
Well, I think it comes down to this. Be authentic, be passionate, and never underestimate the power of human connection.
It's about creating an experience that goes beyond just a transaction. It's about making people feel welcome, valued, and like they're part of something special.
Exactly. And that's something we can all apply to our own lives, whether we're running a business, creating art, or just interacting with the people around us.
Food for thought, for sure. So the next time you're craving pizza, or just a reminder that good things still exist in the world, remember Shapiro's Pizzeria. Remember their commitment to quality, their warm hospitality, and that feeling of family that they've created. And maybe it'll inspire you to seek out those hidden gems in your own community, the places that are putting their heart and soul into creating something truly special. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time for another adventure.